Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2024, right? And most of us, all we're thinking about is, how do we save our republic this year? Right? We saw what they did in 2020, and how can we get involved? Now, in the last 2.5 to 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, you know I've been following the audits. I've started working with Mike Lindell, his organization, and there are other great organizations like Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, who are fighting for election integrity. We all must do our part, and this video is going to be about that. We're going to watch a video that, strangely enough, aired on Fox News about the schemes and the wicked ways of the far-left extremists. In this video, we're going to talk about saving our republic, because I think we all can agree on this, that we understand this truly is the final battle. We either save our beloved constitutional republic, or we let the Democrats save their democracy. See, and I like to consider myself a threat to democracy. I don't believe in democracy. I believe in a constitutional republic. The word democracy is not found or mentioned even once in the Constitution of the United States or in the Declaration of Independence. Joseph Stalin, right, when he had his vicious reign over the Soviet Union, where 100 million people of his own citizens were unalived at his command, even one of his sons, he called it the greatest form of democracy the world has ever known. That is why I don't want democracy. I don't like democracy. Under Trump, we had a republic. Safe borders, no wars, great economy. Under Biden, we're living in a democracy. Open borders, fentanyl, crime, inflation, wars. Take your democracy. I don't want it. I want a constitutional republic. And we must all get involved in order to save it. But really quickly, I want to take the moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Midas Gold Group. They're a second-generation, veteran, family-owned gold, silver, and precious metals IRA firm. They protect your money from Bidenomics, and that is high gas prices, inflation, collapse of the dollar, and bank runs. They're backed by Sebastian Gorka himself. Contact them today at MidasGoldGroup.com or call them at 480-360-3000. Mention Vlad from American News Network. They'll take care of you. Links down below in the description. Let's get right into it.
Mail or before Election Day. There might not be lockdowns this time, but mail-in voting will still be a huge factor. 8 states are mailing ballots to every registered voter on the rolls, even if they didn't ask for one. It's a harvester's dream. Ballots will be floating around the street, the floors, the garbage, the mailboxes. Wandas and Craigs will be rummaging everywhere and intimidating you if you don't hand it over. The voter rolls are a mess too. Johnny's grandma and great-grandma should not be getting ballots in the mail. Sadly, they died years ago. In Michigan, a conservative group is suing the state, claiming there's 26,000 dead people on the voter rolls. Michigan mailed every registered voter a ballot application in 2020. That's over 7 million people. The Secretary of State tried to get the case thrown out. Biden judge denied him. We'll keep you updated. But is Michigan going to be sending ballots to dead people? Meanwhile, Wanda the Stuffer still walking the streets in Bridgeport. And Craig, who between stuffing ballots, moonlighting for the FBI, is out in Atlantic City. Johnny just talked to him.
Craig, but you know that's not right.
What's not right?
Rigging elections and using fraudulent ballots. People say you've.
I had no comment. I would appreciate it if you get up and move away from me. Get out my face. So I have to lay one of you bastards down.
Primetime is going to keep covering voter fraud.
I want to take a moment to comment on that. Now, I'm not a tough guy, and I don't want to be one. But if I'm trying to have a conversation with you on a public sidewalk, and you get all hostile because I'm asking you about your far-left extremist crimes, I'm going to lay you out. Get to laying. If you're so childish that you can't have an adult conversation with another adult on a public sidewalk about a public service that you get paid for by the DNC, you have to get hostile. I'm gonna lay you out. Get to laying. Get to laying quickly. If that's the route you want to take it, I don't. But I'm always looking for problems to solve. And looks like you got one. You see, whenever these people get cornered, whenever these people get confronted on their lies, on their schemes, on their thievery, on their BS, they get violent. They get hostile. He's supposed to be an adult who works for the Democratic Party. Right? He's supposed to show the people why Democrats are better than Republicans. Vote for us. You want to be a part of us. But as soon as a hard question about his questionable ways on winning elections is brought up, violence. Sir, get to laying then. But no, he showed his true colors. First he didn't want to talk. Then he felt uneasy because he knows he has no real answer. So he gets violent. The hood in him. It was that hood in him that had to just manifest itself. We need more tough reporters on the streets who are not going to say, oh, okay, just walk off with the microphone and say, what? Wait, why is my question making you so angry? Only the truth hurts. You can lie about me day and night. It's not going to bother me because I know me. See, it's the things we do that we don't want anyone else to know that we know them, and somebody knows about them and confronts us about those things. That's when we get a little hostile and we're a little irritated. Get to laying. We need more tougher reporters. But before we finish the video, another thing, that his reaction shows me even more that we need to talk about them and their schemes more and more and more. Make them more uncomfortable. Make them feel unwelcomed in society if they want to keep rigging our elections and ballot harvesting, taking advantage of the elderly, the deceased. We confront them even more. You either change your ways, become a good citizen of our society, or you gotta go. You gotta go somewhere.
Fraud and sloppy elections until every real vote is counted and every stuffer's behind bars. If you have a tip, text us, #fraud. Mail-ins are here to stay. It's written in the law. Democrats have embraced it. They'll abuse it to win. Republicans need to fight fire with fire. Legally, of course. The only way to win is beating Democrats at their mail-in game. Once you're in power, secure the elections. No more drop boxes, no more mass mail-outs, and cameras at every single vote counting station.
Ladies and gentlemen, yep. So Charlie Kirk, they are sending out the biggest national ballot, how did Charlie Kirk say? He said, we are right now about to release into our country the biggest ballot harvesting operation in world history for 2024. Plus, we got Mike Lindell fighting for the over the machines in every single county in the nations. Now, I've talked to many people recently, and I'm like, we need to get involved. They're like, well, why? You know, Charlie Kirk is doing that, and Mike Lindell is doing that. Pretend they're not. See, when someone's doing big things, we're like, oh, they got it. I'm just gonna vote. I'm gonna just do my part. If your only part is to just send in a single vote on your behalf, it's not enough. You're not doing your part. It's not this time around. It's not 2016. It's not even 2020 where they had to stop counting because so many of us voted. And then they had to re-strategize. We got to do more. Make sure all of your friends, all your family, all your relatives, your neighbors, everybody's registered. Everybody's ready to go. If I live in a mail-in, pretty much in Washington State, everybody gets a ballot. Almost I think 80% vote by mail. Have been for few elections now. But I'm making sure everybody's registered. Everybody knows what to do. I'm talking to churches. I'm, pastors, so that they let their people know we got to do our part. And I don't care how blue your state is. Go out. Because I truly believe that they were able to flip Arizona and Georgia by their schemes. But there are states like, New Jersey, New York, Illinois, Minnesota, states that Democrats have ignored completely. And they're like, oh, those are blue states. They're always going to be blue states. I believe people are so tired in those states that they're actually not going to go the way the Democrats think they're going to go. I think Trump is going to flip blue states that nobody thought would ever be flipped. I'm telling you, when the leadership of Black Lives Matter in Chicago says we're not voting for a Democrat, Trump, come talk to us. Let's have a dialogue. We feel abandoned and forgotten. Something is stirring in the nation. So let's do our part. Let's save our republic. And the Democrats, you can take your communism and democracy and socialism. I don't know. Maybe go on an island somewhere and try it. Come back in 10 years. Let us know how it went. But we're not going to join you because we actually like to learn from history. Don't work. It just does not work. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share this with a friend. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload Trump 2024 or sooner.